So we're all in the customer service business. It's always about our customers. When I first took over, we had a 64% renewal rate. I have no idea why 36% of our fans bailed out every summer. We never went to the playoffs. We raised ticket prices every year, and we raised beer prices every year. Why would you not come back? We never dipped below 90% after I took over. And the reason is, we still didn't go to the playoffs. We still raised ticket prices, and we still raised beer prices. But the difference is how we engaged our customers. They said things to us like, the only time we ever hear from you is when the bill is due. So we started a program. We sent Valentine's Day cards. Everybody that reported to me directly, 7 reports and myself, got the name of a customer on our desk every day. You had 24 hours to talk to that customer. And here's what you said. How we doing? What can we do better? You're not going to get every customer, but you're going to get the vibe. You're going to know what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. This one customer said to me, oh, thank God you called. I am so mad. And I'm thinking, well, we've lost 13 in a row. I'll just settle in here for this beating. He said, I have this rub mark on the back of my pants every time I go home. I go, okay, why? He said, because I sit on the aisle seat, and I have to tuck my legs under for people to go back and forth, and there's a big piece of gum underneath my seat, and every time I put my leg back, it sticks to the back of my pants. I go, have you told anybody this? He goes, no. Nobody asked. And I thought, the difference between your renewal and your not renewal is my scraping a piece of gum off the bottom of a seat. Sometimes it's that small a thing that can save a customer. When you mess up, make it right. Customers understand mistakes. They want to know, what are you going to do to make it right? And that was the difference for us in our renewal rate. We messed up, we'd try to fix it. I didn't just run the NBA team for a while, I ran the hockey team before we sold it to Ted Leonsis. And the last year that we owned the hockey team, the Caps had a phenomenal year. And if you're a hockey fan, you know that for a long time the Caps would start out slow, right? And then they'd build and they'd get into the playoffs. The last year we owned them, they came out of the gate, oh my God, on fire. They were awesome. I mean, we won, got to December. We were not just in the playoffs, we were at the top of the charts. We went to the All-Star break, and something happened. All of a sudden, we started losing. This particular day, the plane landed. We got on the team bus, and the bus went by the parking lot. And the players started to, grumble a little bit. Hey, right there, I want to go home. You're missing the bus route. You're missing the parking lot. Now, we had a guy named Coach Schoenfeld in charge, who was not a man of a lot of words. Very few, actually. And so here was his answer. He put his hand up, and that meant shut up. And the bus got quiet. We rode about 15, 20 more minutes, and people started to grumble again. Where are we going? What are we doing? Shut up. Finally, we drive into Virginia, into Arlington, and we pull into a bowling alley. And the team looks around, and Coach says, when you get off, you'll be assigned a shirt. That's your team. Go to the alley. Go to your alley. And we went in, and we played, and we bowled. They bowled. And then they drank some more beer, and they bowled some more, and it got louder and funnier to the point where the bus had to drive everybody home. And the next night, we played, and we won. And as there are no secrets in Washington, at the press conference afterwards, the coaches' conference, one of the media people said, hey, Coach, I heard you all went bowling yesterday, and I just wondered what your thought was on that. He said, we were practicing. Next question. People really didn't like to ask a follow-up question with Coach because he wasn't, like I said, friendly or chatty. So then we played Sunday afternoon, and we won. And the media said, wow, you've won 2 in a row, and you went bowling on Thursday. Do you think that had any impact? I mean, what were you thinking? He said, we were practicing. Somebody finally had the nerve to ask a follow-up question. Coach, what were you practicing? He got a big grin on his face. He said, we were practicing having fun. He said, we'd forgotten how to work as teammates, how to enjoy our game. And that's what we were doing. And I thought, you know, he's right about your work environment. You've got to create an atmosphere where they want to work together as teammates and they enjoy each other.
It's a human vision.
Legacy we want to leave behind us.